Let's begin. Okay, so we are here once again, and I am very excited to talk about Locked Naturally. But before I jump right into it, uh, if you have seen the overview before, that is wonderful. And just to recap what we had discussed in the overview, we really went through six entities that we will be venturing into. And one such entity is Locked Naturally, which we are going to talk about today. So, our tagline is Stay Natural. Really and truly, this venture is for women in general. So, we are mainly targeting, or the target audience is mainly women. So, if you are a female, and you know you are, and you're sure you are, and you're out there, then this is for you. Let's begin. So, first off, let's talk about the founders. Fortunately, y'all are not seeing my face. I choose not to show my face. However, that's me right there on your left, my left. I think it should be your left. And that beautiful lady right there is my wife. We are the founders of Locked Naturally. Now, how did Doc Naturally came about? My wife is a hairstylist. She's very good at what she does, and she has been doing hair for quite some time now. And we decided that you know what, we're going to turn this skill into a business idea, and that's what we did. And as a result, we came up with Locked Naturally. So, uh, where do we locate? Well, to begin with, we started on December the 16th, 2019. That was a year ago, and I think a month or two. Yes. And because we are in a pandemic, we're going virtual. Why do I say that? Because in the past, we would have actually went to the homes of individuals. If you check out our website, which I'll post shortly, you'll realize that we were going to people's homes in the comfort of their homes to get their hair done. But people are afraid now of the pandemic and whatnot. And so we have decided that we are going to take all our efforts virtually. Now you may laugh because you may say, but can somebody do your hair virtually? I mean, ha 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 ha. That doesn't make any sense, right? But down more in the presentation, you will realize what I'm talking about. And who do we target? We target individuals or females from ages 4 and above. So once you are between the ages of 4 and above, then we cater for you. So now we're going to look at our services. Really and truly, we have quite a few, and we are going to delve right into them so that you can have a better understanding of what it is that we do as an entity. So the first four, which you're supposed to be seeing on your screen in a minute or two, wait for it, wait for it. There we go. We offer these services before the pandemic was the pandemic, or before the pandemic was known to the wider world. We would offer services like washing your hair, like blow drying your hair. We'll do like cornrow, and we'll do like plait. So for the females, they're pretty much aware of these styles. You know, I'm a man, so I may not be aware of the styles uh that of these styles rather. And as such, the woman will be more familiar with these styles, and that's the reason why we target them. And then you may ask, but shouldn't there be a female making this presentation, seeing that you're targeting women? Well, I'm a co-founder, and so I have taken it upon myself to make our company known. My wife really is the one who does all the hairstyles, and most things will be done by my wife. I'm really the background person. For those who may be wondering, why is she not the one making the presentation? Let us continue. So, other than those four offerings, we also offer the style of twisting, bantu knots, flexi rods, and comb coils. So these are the services that we would have been offering before the recognition of the pandemic. And because the pandemic has taken root, we have decided to take a turn. Now you have to understand that if you are a business entity, you have to develop the idea of coming up with contingency plans. You cannot wait for something to happen in the event to make changes. And even if some things catch you by surprise, it doesn't mean that you have to shut down. You can change your approach and still be as effective as you were in previous times, in previous operations. Our intended services. So this is where we are going to talk about our way moving forward. As I've mentioned earlier, we were physically going to the homes of people, but because of the effects of the pandemic and the scare that it has been having on people in general, we have decided that we are going to go virtually. So these are our intended services, meaning these are the services that we will eventually offer to replace, in most cases, the things that we would have physically done. So here are the first four intended services that we intend to offer. First up is a ebook or a booklet in a PDF format. Last year, we have hosted a Locked Naturally forum, which was our very first, and we intend to do more. But the idea was to ask some questions. The intent was to ask women in general to ask us a question as it relates to their hair. And based on the questions that were asked, we filtered them out and then we came up with a forum. So what the booklet is going to do is really to put flesh on the responses as it relates to the questions that the women were asking in last year. And if you go on our YouTube channel, which is Locked Naturally, you will find that the video is there. The presentation in 2 minutes and 42 seconds, showing the 10 questions and giving the responses in a very, really simple way. The booklet, however, is going to expound on those questions to give a broader perspective on the questions that were asked by these women. Up next is webinars/forums. So last year we did a forum. It was absolutely free. Really and truly, it was a test run to see how well it would have went. Persons tuned in, they seem interested, and as such, we decided to continue doing these forums. So, it's going to be online, of course, maybe Zoom, maybe Google Meet, who knows? The intent is to educate women about their hair because women normally have so many problems with their hair. Some people are concerned about what type of hair they have. Some people are concerned about whether or not they're treating their hairs properly, and the list goes on. So we intend to offer these webinars or these forums to educate women in general on how to go about catering and taking care of their hair. Up next is the YouTube series. So if you go on our channel right now, we only have two videos, the welcome video, and we have the Lot Naturally forum, which I stated before, which is 2 minutes and 42 seconds in length. Not to worry, I'll be sure to post the links for all the social media platforms that we have within the comment sections in the coming minutes. But the intent of this series is really to give you a visual of some of the things that we will do, as well as to visualize the questions that were asked last year at the forum and expounding on them. Fourth, we have consultations. What do I mean by consultations? So the webinar is to normally have like at least 5 persons to 10 to 20 to 30 to 100. That's the webinar. But for consultations, it's a one on one. So, say for example, a particular woman or a young lady have or is having problems with going back to natural hair from processed hair. But rather than coming to the webinar where you have 10 other persons there, um, that person can be in consultation, a one-on-one consultation, to get more in-depth information of how to go about moving from processed hair to natural hair. Up next is hair products. So, we have when we started out, we spoke about like VO5, for example, but then we sat and we thought, and others gave their advice and their opinions about, the forum that went by. And one particular person who is near and dear to us was like, why not make your own products? And of course, it rang a bell because we're business people and we're like, yeah, we're going to do that. And as such, we have decided that we're going to make the hair products ourselves. So in the event that somebody is like, I don't know how to take care of my hair. Do you have any products that you can recommend? We can be like, you know what? We have you covered. Here is locked naturally this, or here's locked naturally that. We've tried it. It has been tested. It has been proven, and you will love it. All right. So all of these things will be coming in the near future. And finally, we have Interlock. Right now, this is something that has to be physical. But the truth is, there are people, more and more people, women, that are aiming to get their hair locked. Some because they do not have the time and the effort to be combing their hairs. Some they do not have the time and the effort to be washing their hairs, and the list goes on. So we intend to interlock here now, and we have a phenomenal interlocker who is always around us, who is pumped and ready to go. And as a result, we will offer this service to the general public. So these are the intended services that we intend to offer to the general public, moving away from the physical and the from the physical side of things and going now to the virtual side of things, which the world is heading to, if you do not know that. So you're like, yeah, I heard about this and I heard about that, and yeah, talk is cheap. Did you guys actually did anything? Absolutely. We have all these pictures on our website, but for the sake of your curiosity, I have pulled up at most six styles that we have done, and they were done by my wife. As I said, she's very good at what she does, and you won't be disappointed, guaranteed. So just for the sake of viewing, which will come up shortly, these are some of the styles that we have done in the past. Now, you ladies would know what those styles are. I think the middle one is twist. Well, I know for the third one for certain it's bantu knot at the front. It's cane row somewhere thereabout, and it's twist at the end. For the first one, I think it is cornrow. It's updo. I don't know. I don't know, man. But you ladies would know. So these are some of the styles that my wife has done. She has done it herself, and as I said before, she's very good at what she does. And these are the other styles that um, she has done. It's practically the same styles, but from a different view, so that you can see the different sides of how to go about. Hear me. You can see the views rather of the styles that are done. So now that you have heard about who found that naturally, you've heard about the services that we've offered, you've heard about our intent to move away from physically going into people's homes and to virtually do that, and you have seen some of the work that we have done. Your other question may possibly be, where can we find you? And this is where going to introduce to you our social media platforms. So here goes. Where can you find us? So of course, we're on Facebook, and you can just type in Locked Naturally. I don't think it will be difficult to find. You can find us there, and if you intend, you can follow us. If you intend, you can share this information with anyone else who is interested in wanting to know more about us and what it is that we offer. You can also find us on Instagram, which is the same name, but Instagram always have the at the front, so you can just write or type in at Locked Naturally, and it's Locked. All right. You can find us on Instagram as well. And this is our website. All right. So this is our website. Not to worry, as I said before, and I've promised, I'll be sure to post these links in the comment section so that if you do not have the time or the effort to search for it, then you can just click on a button and you will be redirected to these platforms. I did not mention that we have a YouTube channel, but we do have a YouTube channel. So while I wait, if you have any questions, I'll go ahead and post these links within the group. So if you have any questions, feel free to post them within the comments section. Nobody has any questions? No questions? All right. So if you have any questions, that's okay. So our next live is on drumroll February the 9th, 2020. And that's where we will talk about USA merchandise. That's USA merchandise. You cannot afford to miss this one because it's going to be fun. But just to give you a heads up of what it is about, essentially, it's an entity which is owned by someone who is dear to me, um, a businessman. It's very good at what he does. Very optimistic, somebody who people love, and as such, I wanted to ensure that people know about USA merchandise and support it to the best of their abilities. Okay, so I just saw a question. Will you guys be doing how-to videos? Yeah, of course. It is very important that we do stuff like that because we understand that there are some persons who learn to do things visually and not just written. So absolutely, we'll be sure to to have demonstrations done. Thank you so much, Deborah, for that question. Right. So as I was saying, USA merchandise Tuesday coming at 1 p.m. same time. Now, if you intend to reach out to me at any point in time to promote your business or to um, rebrand or whatever way in which you would like for your business to be out there, you can contact me at the information that you're seeing on your screen, which is 544-5209. And you can email me at locked sorry because I'm talking about naturally. You can email me at talentfreelancingservices@gmail.com. That's talentfreelancingservices@gmail.com. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. It is indeed a pleasure having you guys around, and I look forward to having you on Tuesday if it is that you are available. But if not, the live will be there. That's the good thing about Facebook. Uh, the live remains, it doesn't go anywhere. Feel free to share these live videos with anyone. We would really appreciate it as an entity. As I have promised, you will see the links for the various social media platforms that Locked Naturally has. Uh, that Locked Naturally is on in the comment section. Feel free to check us out. Feel free to make suggestions, recommendations. Feel free to make referrals. Whatever you can or possibly can do, we would appreciate it. With that said, thank you so much for being a part of this live. I look forward once again to see you on Tuesday, where we'll be talking about USA merchandise. With all of that said, shalom, shalom, shalom.